It's recording on here too.
Yeah? Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Couch Potatoes, brought to you by Studio 37. What is episode 64? If I'm correct. So yeah, so sorry, this past hopefully this past week we didn't post. Oh, this is essentially by the time you're seeing this, we hadn't posted the one before. We kind of took a break, refresh, regroup, bring ideas together, but we're back. We have a very special guest, friend of the show, sibling of one of the co-hosts. But yeah, we're glad to have him back, and we're gonna discuss kind of the situation we're kind of living in relation to COVID and his experience with the virus itself. Tell us as much as he can, and we're here to learn, but also kind of share stories and kind of get reflect on what's been going on. Because if I'm correct, I know me and Bruce and I were talking yesterday of how like this thing was in March, and you would think, it's a couple weeks, maybe a month or two at most. We're like
August 2020, man.
Yeah, we're in August. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing, and then we're looking at the winter season that's coming, so I wouldn't be surprised if this gets pushed
Probably next year, bro. Honestly.
Yeah. So, hopefully, God willing, it probably won't come to an abrupt stop, but hopefully things are more in control, but we'll see. But, enough for me.
We just got to live day by day, see what goes on.
Yeah, man, but let's bring our guest in before we start crying and getting sad. All right, here we go. All right,
just had this for like...
admitting him.
Yo.
Hey, why you look like a dad, dude?
Huh?
You like a dad, bro.
I am a dad, bro. I'm on an iPad right now. I'm trying to see how to work this shit. Like,
hey, you need your beard, dude.
No, hey, you look eccentric.
I wear a mask. There's no.
You're right, huh?
There's no point for me to shave.
You're right.
Oh man, what's up, bud? How you been?
Chilling, dying. The usual.
Oh man. Well, dude, thank you for joining the show. Thank you for taking the time.
Are you looking at your beard?
Huh? Yeah, I just saw it and I was like, damn, you're right. I look scruffy as fuck, bro. I should have just cleaned it up for the show a little bit.
You put the mask on or something, dude.
No, dude, you look like a warrior, bro. Don't listen to him. You look like a warrior.
That's right.
A survivor.
So that people know I was in quarantine.
Yeah. See? Oh my God. Well, speaking of quarantine, for the audience and the fans watching, can you catch us up as to how things have been since the last time we spoke with you, which is what I want to say 2 months ago?
Yeah, I think it was like 2 months, dude.
2 months ago?
Maybe a little more.
I think it was 2 months.
Yeah.
Because I've been dealing with this whole, COVID shit for a month now. A month tomorrow.
Dang, yeah?
Yeah. It's been a month already. Because I got it on July 9th.
Damn, bro.
So
that's when you first felt the symptoms, right?
Yeah.
You woke up, did you wake up with a fever? I never even asked you, did you wake up with a fever? Like, was it a cough? What was it?
So that people know, don't run, because this happened to me after I started running. Wow. Exercise is bad for you guys. So
don't work out. It leads to COVID.
Don't work out. No, because I don't know if I think you knew about this, right, Bruce? About the whole run challenge.
Yeah. You told me about that you were doing, right?
With my manager. So I had a challenge to run 45 miles in a week. And I was motivated. I was like, you know what, let's do this. And I think on my third day, third day of running 2 to 3 miles, was on the 9th. At night, I started getting fever. And I just thought, is it could it be that I was dehydrated? Could it be, heat exhaustion?
Yeah.
But no. It lasted that night. and then the night after, and then it was gone.
So it was like a day and a night that it lasted.
I usually just say 2 nights because it just lasted 2 nights.
Yeah. How is it? What was it like? Was it to the point where you got chills or?
Yeah, I had chills. I was sweating. I wouldn't say hallucinating, but like I couldn't sleep at night. Like I kept on
Listen, I was like, oh shit.
Oh, wait a minute.
Damn, yeah, because I remember mom telling me that, and I told you this too, Freddie, that they have an AC in the room, right? And so they told me that as soon as he got home from his jog, that he took off his shirt and he was just in the cold. And we were like, man, we're like, that's bad, dude. Like you're all heated up, and then you like, you're gonna go to the AC. And supposedly he showered right after, and then he still went back to the AC without like a shirt or anything. We're like, oh, it's a resfriado, so it's gonna be a little cold. But he kept telling us, like, oh no, like the symptoms are coming. We're like, oh shit, we're like it's serious.
Yeah. Well, I was curious, like, when was the moment that you realized, damn, maybe I need to get tested, or I have to get tested right
now? Honestly, the next day, because
oh wow,
yeah, because right away, like I could, I don't know, for some reasons I was like, damn, like I right away texted my manager because we realized, I am working with a lot of customers, so I let him know, you know what, like this could be nothing, this could be, that I have COVID. But I gotta let you know, I have a fever. I did feel a little bit better the next morning. I was like, I can go in if you want. I do feel a little bit better because I didn't have any fever that morning. He was like, you know what, no, take it off, and contact your doctor and get an appointment. So the good thing I have like insurance through my job, and yeah, I contacted Kaiser. I let them know my symptoms, and right away, I think on Sunday, they made me an appointment to get a test, and it was the bad test too, the one that like they stick the thing. Mm-hmm. That thing hurt. I have pictures of like me like crying because of the yeah.
Wow.
Hey, do they do it slowly, or do they just like jab it in there and like
they jab it in there, they wig a little bit, and then they take it out.
You feel it? You feel it?
Dude, you feel that long like cotton swab?
Yeah.
Literally go in, and then it curves down, and you feel it like down. Yeah.
Oh, what?
And you know what was even sicker? That same cotton swab, they first do your mouth. They do your mouth first.
With the same what?
Yeah, with the same one, but that's the first thing they do. They put it down your throat, through your mouth, and then that same kind of stuff, they put it up one nostril and then the other one.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
That's nasty, bro.
I wasn't mentally prepared until I got there and I saw that big cotton swab. I was like, fuck. I thought it was gonna be like the Dodger Stadium one, but
damn, bro.
Damn. Wait, so what was the difference? So you took 2 COVID tests?
Yes. So I was waiting to hear back from my doctor so that they can schedule an appointment for me. But that'll take a little bit longer. So I was like, you know what? Let me get one of my own tests because I know I've done it before. There's a free website. You go to lacurative.com just so people can know. And it's free. You don't need to have insurance. And if you do have insurance, they just make you take a picture of your insurance card. That's it. It's simple. And you can literally go. I know they have it open for Dodger Stadium, and anyone can go. It's a big line. They have to wait. But it's basically self-service. So it's like a little cotton swab. You cough like 5 times in your mask or your mouth. And then they just put it all around your mouth, your tongue. And that's it. You put in a little frasco, a little tube, and you just drop it off. But yeah.
And what was the difference between the self-service one? Oh wait, you already said it. So I guess in a sense, do you feel I don't know if they told you not, but are the nasal, the ones where they stick all the way up your nose, are those only for like the serious cases where you're like, you know what, I think I may or may not have it? Or can anybody get that?
Honestly, I don't think so. I think it's more for like when it's like inside a hospital or like when you go to a certain hospital, they have those because I'm guessing they have the equipment, they have the procedures. Like these are for the masses. So basically, like if people, you know, they don't pay for insurance or they don't have insurance, this is a quick and easy way to kind of for them to get tested without having to pay anything. So maybe that's the reason.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, it's in masses. So it's like a lot of people. Yeah. If you look on the website, every day for Dodger Stadium is like 1,000 spots, 2,000 spots, 3,000 spots, and people go from like 10 in the morning when they open, all the way to like maybe six or 5. Yeah.
Goodness
gracious. But I mean, I don't see one as being better than the other because regardless, the one in Dodger Stadium still said I was positive. So, you know, like it'd be like a small hope because I did it Kaiser on Sunday, and then on Monday was the one in Dodger Stadium. I was like, damn, you know what? Let's do it. Hopefully the one on Monday I'm negative and I'm good. But of course, you know, I got the results on Monday, and then I still went to Dodger Stadium, and they still came out positive. So I was like, fuck.
When you got the results, like, what were the first, like,
hey, you sound a little muffled, bro.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, just a little bit.
How about now?
Nope.
Is it the scarf?
Nah, I don't know what it was. Cause I mean, you sounded clear in the beginning. Now you started sounding a little.
Maybe it is a scarf.
Maybe my eccentric scarf. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, that sounds better, no?
Yeah, it does sound a little bit better.
Now? Oh, maybe it was. Well, I guess what was my question? Oh, so when you got the results, what was your initial reaction, and what did you go through? Any like set of emotions? You're like, oh shoot, like, or take us through those moments when you got the result, like, okay, I have the virus.
I was terrified. I mean, I still am because you know I'm still back at work, but terrified because, well, I don't know if y'all know, but I mean I have asthma.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I heard that really like affects you, like maybe not now, but long term wise. But yeah, I was just scared. But the first thing that came to mind was like, you know what? Let me contact like my parents, let them know because I know they worry. Let everyone in the house know too. And yeah, it was just it's scary. It's really scary, to be honest.
Yeah, and how was it? And when I guess, I mean, I don't know if anyone ever gets past that moment of like, oh shoot, you know, that fear. But how did you manage to kind of be like, you know what, like, at least now I know. Now I need to take some steps. Like, what pushed you to kind of, you know, calm down and get through the steps you needed to kind of take care of yourself?
Well, honestly, the first thing that we did, I know you're supposed to quarantine like at home, but we were like, you know what, let's not risk it. Like us being, you know, the virus being so contagious and airborne and shit. I told my girl, you know what, let's book a hotel. There was one right here, like an HP that we went to. Let's just stay there for like a week, for 10 days. I think we stayed there.
Yes.
And yeah, like we got our stuff. Basically the most essentials, you know, we needed some clothes, some entertainment, medicine, whatever medicine we had on hand, because I mean we weren't ready for anything. So and yeah, we just left and we stayed there. Parents, my parents, her parents, everyone took us stuff, so that kind of helped us out too, and kind of like relax and see that everything was, you know, gonna be okay. Just all that support. I feel that's what really helped out. Like, you know, move on from like the fear and kind of like calm down a little bit.
Yeah, because I could only imagine like somebody, like in your case, luckily you had somebody there with you and just family in general, right? But I can only imagine like going it through alone. Like, let's say a college student, you're living on your own. And it's like, yep, you got the virus, and you're like, oh, what the hell do I do, right? Or what's the next step? But you know, it's good to hear, right? And at least I believe, right, and I'm sure some others believe as well, that I think a person's mental state definitely, I think, has a huge impact on the recovery rate, you know, that one has. Because if you're down throughout that whole time, I'm sure your body's like, well, I guess we're kind of down. And we're gonna go. But
exactly.
If you do surround yourself with some form of support, I think that definitely helps. But yeah, it's cool. And yeah, thank you for sharing that, because I know you never know, right? Whoever watches or listens, like they could be in the same spot, and they're like, you know what? It's not the end of the day. Because yeah, it is scary. Because like when you see in the news and stuff, like oh, death rates have gone up and this and that, and you're like, what? Excuse me. But I think if one decides to, let me take care of myself and let me take precautions and let me take the right steps, and I think like you said, it definitely helps. Before I keep going on, because I'm like Kanye, and I go on and on and on.
Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, Edward just joined the call. So Edward, I don't know if you had any questions for, or any thoughts and concerns.
Was there any food that you were craving but you couldn't get because you couldn't go out?
Well, I mean, honestly, like I said, like all the support, like whether it be Bruce, my parents, like everyone was just like, what do you need? Like, we'll take it for you. Like, yeah. If sometimes, like they wouldn't bring us food, or we get tired of like the food they would bring us. That was like once or twice that like we ordered like McDonald's or IHOP. So it was literally like no contact. Like we would wear a mask. We'd go out there, get the food, and then just come back into the room, and that's it. But honestly, during the time, or at least for me, I didn't crave anything because I lost my sense of taste and my sense of smell.
Oh, so, yeah.
I remember I believe the day that I lost my sense of taste and smell, I didn't realize it. It was the night before. I had eaten Taco Bell. And it was like this new like Frito, like flaming hot Frito, or like it had Fritos inside. And I usually love that burrito. So I ate it, and it tasted like cardboard. Like it tasted like, it didn't taste like anything. Just like chewy paper.
Yeah, and this thing's trash.
Yeah, and the only thing I could taste was the spiciness. And it wasn't even the good spiciness. It was like the spiciness get like, it like
the sensation.
It like stings your tongue. It was horrible. I couldn't finish it. Usually I finish all my Taco Bell all the time, but I ate like half of that.
Damn.
No, that's. Oh no, go ahead.
I was actually thinking that if I ever get it, hopefully I don't.
Yeah, hopefully don't.
Yeah.
No.
But if I did, if I lose my taste of like the sense of taste, I'm gonna eat as much spicy as I can so my body can get used to it. And then once I get it back, bro, easy.
It'll be done, huh?
Yeah. Hey man, gotta use it to my advantage,
Yeah, and now me and my parents were telling Freddie, were like, yo, eat vegetables right now, dude. You can't taste nothing. Eat your broccoli.
Oh yeah.
Get some healthy things in, bro.
I did. I mean, it was like whatever, but I'm still not eating it. So fuck.
You're just eating it, and then one day you just taste the broccoli. You're like,
get it out.
No, damn
it's
it,
done.
Man, but that's funny that you mentioned, because that reminds me. I don't know how many of you guys have watched. What was it, A Million Ways to Die or something in the West?
Oh yeah.
It was an okay movie. But there's a scene, and actually says it is true that I think it was coal miners or something, because of the inhalation. I don't know what it would take away their taste, and all they would eat was like spicy, whatever beans or whatever food, because that's the only thing they could taste, or not taste, rather feel.
Yeah.
So that's crazy they mentioned that. Yeah, because I was thinking, maybe I wonder if like the spicy foods is probably like the only thing that maybe could create something.
It's basically like, for me, it was, if it was spicy, I could taste the spiciness. If it was something really salty, I can taste the saltiness. If it was really sweet, I could taste like some of the sweet. Like I had bought a McChicken from McDonald's.
Yeah.
And it was like spicy. I was like, babe, does this have like pepper on it? And she's like, yeah. And that's all I could taste, just the pepper. Like, wow. Not even like the juiciness of the meat, or like the not juiciness of the meat, but I couldn't taste it. It was gross.
Yeah, and did you said you also lost your sense of smell?
Yeah.
Was that because it was congested, or you really just couldn't like sense any like sense or anything. Oh, smell any sense.
That's the weird part. That's what I've been telling a lot of people. Like, people make it seem like this is like a regular flu. They're like, oh, like when I get the flu, like, yeah, I lose my sense of taste and smell too. But like, no, like even now, well, when I had lost it, like my nose was clear. I could, breathe perfectly through my nose, and I just still couldn't smell anything. Even like strong smells, like like deodorant. Yeah. Like I even tried it and I smelled it. Nothing. I couldn't smell it. My girlfriend's sister brought us like a mint plant, like for the mint leaves, and I smelled that. Put it like right up my nose. Nothing. No sensation. No, nothing.
That has a strong smell.
Mm-hmm. Like I was really trying and nada, nothing.
What about Vaporu? You smell Vaporu?
Tampoco.
Wow. Hey man, I'll go for it.
Yeah, they had brought us like alcohol wipes, también, and it wasn't like maybe 4 or 5 days after that I got my sense of smell back that I came back and we had wiped everything down. And I was like, what's that smell? Is that alcohol? These things are that strong. And in the beginning, when I first had lost it, I was like putting it right on my mouth, and I couldn't smell anything.
Damn.
Yeah. Like you really lose your sense. You really lose your senses, like actually.
Yeah, and I think you brought up a good point, right? Because like there are people like, oh, it's just like the regular flu, whatever. I mean, in any ways, right? The flu itself is horrible.
Yeah,
I mean, it's bad anyway. So I can only imagine, like, because like I know in my cases, like I think maybe I had the flu. I want to say a year ago. Like I haven't really gotten that sick, but I remember I was stuck in bed, like just hot, sweating. So I can only imagine. In addition to that, not being able to taste anything or not even being able to smell. And I'm a big guy, so I love food.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like one of my worst nightmares. But man, that's crazy, man. That's nuts. Wow. Oh, my bad. No, everybody froze for a second. Okay, there you
go. Oh.
I was like, what happened? No, yeah, we're good. But okay, but so when you find yourself right in the situation where you guys are quarantining yourselves, right? What would you guys use to, other than family support and they'll bring you stuff? What type of entertainment would you, to keep the mind stimulating? Because I don't imagine that you would want to just keep thinking about your situation the whole time, right?
Yeah.
So what is it that you kind of did, or what did you watch, or what did you listen to kind of keep your mind going and kind of keep your mind off the whole situation as it is?
Well, honestly, I think what really helped out, like in my case, is that like I had my girlfriend, like she was in quarantine with me as well, and of course she tested positive. So I think just like having conversations with her, me being on my phone, then me showing her something, and then her being on her iPad and her showing me something, like it really felt like, it was just helpful, like having someone there to like kind of pass the time instead of like one being by themselves and like just what with one's thoughts. Like I'm sure for people that are in that situation, it must be hard for them. But yeah, I'm just glad my girl was there because I probably would have gone crazy, to be honest.
Yeah. And by the way, dude, hey, good answer, bro. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get some brownie points on that one. That's
oh
my. Please tag my girlfriend at
No, but yeah, like you said, I think tech is cool and all that, but I don't think there's anything else that is like that of human contact, especially when you have to isolate. Like, oh man,
exactly,
that's tough. So it's cool to know that you had your girlfriend there to at least keep each other's minds moving, keep it going. When did you guys decide, or had you guys already set like, okay, this is our timeline, or was there a moment where I think it's safe to go back home, and or what was the process like?
Well, we waited till the last day that we were supposed to, like, that our hotel, they ended. And regardless, I had spoken to my health provider, to my doctor, and they had told me basically like, you're good to go back to work on this day. They explained to me the situation, but basically under CDC guidelines, I think it's 10 days that you need to be quarantined. And out of those 10 days, 3 days, you're supposed to be out of already, like, no fever, basically getting better, and you're good. You're good to go back to work. Like, that's all they need. And they don't require you to test, again. So yeah, basically, if you're getting better, then you're good back to work. So it was 10 days that we were at the hotel, and then on the 10th day we were like, well, I mean, we're not gonna stay in the hotel forever, and we're not gonna keep on paying money. So we both were better already. We weren't coughing as much or nothing. So we just came and we just isolated in the room this time. And in our room here in the house.
Go ahead, Rudy.
Was there a movie or show that you hadn't seen that you watched while you were quarantined?
Honestly, no. Like, because we just kind of put random movies. Like, honestly, I don't remember some of them because, like I said, it was just something to kind of have back, like, in the background. Something that they watch a lot because we don't have that at home was what's that channel that has like all the home repairs and like all these white people that have like
HGTV or something.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That was like what we were watching most of the time, to be honest.
It's great stuff, man. Great background stuff for sure.
Yeah, I guess. Expensive. I did learn even more though that California, it's expensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was
like I saw some really big houses, and they were like $60K or something like that. Like they have like 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, and it's funny because I think Cali has like a 13.92 tax, something like that, or whatever. So anybody who wants to come to California, maybe you should just not. Don't do it. But I do have another question. But before, I don't know if Bruce, if you wanted to ask something else.
I talked to this guy, bro.
Hey, for your fans, dude, they love hearing your voice, bro. It's because Bruce is he's like the bad boy in the group. So, he does the silent type.
It's the hair. It's the hair. It has to be there.
What can I ask? Just hold on. Give me a minute, bro. You can cut this part off either way.
Did you think about me in isolation?
Dude, I really do miss hanging out with you though. Like,
yeah. I do, bro. Honestly, watching Crunchyroll with you, bro. Playing games. I don't pay nothing, bro. I don't got nobody to play with.
Stupid.
I'll give award nothing, bro.
Get my mom to play. Mijo, am I shooting right?
What's gonna ask?
I got a question for Bruce.
What's up?
What was the first thing that went through your mind when you found out Audi got sick? Like the first.
I was like, man.
Good question.
He's dead. That's it.
Like, I'm gonna miss my brother, bro.
Oh no.
Nah, honestly, I was worried. I didn't tell nobody this in my family, but I mean, I told Louis. He was the first one I told when I heard that Freddie got it, and I was like, hey yo, pray for my brother, because he always told me, he's like, hey yo, if you guys want me to pray for somebody, let me know. And I was like, hey, pray for my brother. And yeah, that's what I did, cause I think I'm not that religious, so I was like, if I prayed, I was like, it's not really gonna count, dude. I was like,
prayer, like, oh.
So I was like, I gotta ask somebody who's religious, bro. It gave me that little boost of morale. I was like, all right, it's gonna work.
Were you more worried for your brother or for your parents maybe getting it?
Nah, cause it had been a week that we hadn't seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it had been a minute already. So on that front, I was like, okay, so I don't think we have it. We haven't gotten any symptoms, so I was like, it's him. The thing is that when my mom was the one that told me that he had COVID. I was driving from work, and she called me and she was like, oh, I have something to tell you when you get home. I'm like, what about? I was like,
that's like the worst.
And that's the worst. Like, okay, I have something to tell you.
I'm like, what about? She's like, she's like, "Oh, your brother has COVID, but I'll tell you about it at home, okay?" And then she clicked. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Mom, how are you gonna call me? Tell me this when I'm driving."
Oh, my mom, I swear.
Start swerving. Oh.
And then so I just got home. I talked to my mom, and then I think I called Freddie afterwards. And yeah, dude. But now I was worried because I mean, like Louis said, there you hear on the news like, oh, it's affecting the younger generation. There's a lot of death rates, and I was like, damn, bro. And then we just kept updated with his symptoms, and he, how he felt, the fever, body aches, very fatigued, and I was like, damn, bro. And so then once you heard that his symptoms were declining, we're like, okay, he's kind of in the clear now, like it's better. But for a second, I did get scared. I was like, damn, dude, like.
Yeah.
I thought about the last time I saw him, which I had, but I forgot when was it. What was the last time we saw each other before that?
Or July 4th, no?
Yeah, July 4th. And so I was like,
Us driving back.
That'd be crazy because if it was too, like if it was an intense, like symptoms like COVID-19 to the point where he has to go to the hospital and like get a ventilator, I was like, that's the last time, bro. That's the last memory. And I was like, damn. But then things got better, so I was like, okay, we're good. But I try to not think about it as much, and I wouldn't call him either as much or FaceTime him, because in my head I'm like, you know what, like he's good, like I don't have to reach out to him. That was my mentality. I don't have to reach out to him. But my friends would always tell me like, hey, call your brother, FaceTime him. I was like, he's good, he's
okay. I can just hear them, dude. Like, ¿Ya le llamaste a Freddy?
Yeah, bro.
Like, dude, okay.
Every time when I got home from work, and then with that, llámale, cabrón, llámale. But in my head, that was my way of coping with it. I was like, nah, he's good. Like, I could call him any other day. Like, he's fine.
Yeah.
But I would call him, like, I think called him, like, maybe, like, twice during the time that he was in quarantine. But, yeah, dude, I was pretty scared, too. Like, having my brother with COVID and then knowing that he had asthma. And then his girlfriend, too. His girlfriend, had COVID, too. And I'm close to her. I consider her almost a sister. So I was like, damn, but that's two people. That's not just not my brother, it's also her. And I was like, damn, like if I was worried for both of them. I was like, what if his isn't that serious, but hers is? It's like either way, it's like damn. But thank God. Thanks for Lucy's prayers. Everything came out.
Hey, I got the connect, bro.
Got that connect, bro. Yeah, and everything came out good, bro. And I'm just happy that that everything was good.
Yeah. And yeah, that was a great question too, Edward. Because that reminds me that I don't want to say it's any less, but yeah, there are those who are with the actual virus, but those around, those who have been affected, family members, brothers, sisters, moms, whoever, right? Family, girlfriend, wife, husband. Like also to imagine, like, and I think it's almost not like, I guess survivor's remorse, where it's like, oh, I didn't get it, but why did they get it? And then a lot can happen and whatnot. But yeah, I think because, even now, right, we'll talk to Bruce, or I'll talk to Bruce sometimes and be like, man, dude, like you see on the news, like, oh, party was crashed here, this and that, there's a group of people hanging around, people no mask, for us, in which we haven't gotten the virus, for us, it's like upsetting, right? It's like, come on, like just follow the rules and just listen and help us out. For someone, in your case, who has been affected by the virus, like you've had it and you're going through the situation, how did, like, seeing everything that's happening, like, the news, or like,
there's like your perspective on things.
Yeah, did it affect it? What happened?
Regardless, I've always tried to, like, follow everything to the T. Like, my going out went, way down. But even then, like, I feel just that at work, a lot of people, like, even though we work, like, my bank is inside, like, grocery store or Superior. So you're required to wear a mask inside. But there's these people that, and this is what I've told my mom, like, I feel like it was because of work or from work. Because a lot of people, they talk with a mask on, but when they talk to me, sometimes they think that I can hear them. So they'll put their mask down, talk to me like, and then put it back on. Like, what's the point of that, bro? Like, you're literally blowing your hot air and you're, from your mouth to me. Like, I may have a mask, but, you never know. Like, So, like, I feel like it just enforced my mentality. I was like, bro, like, everyone just need to wear a mask. Everyone stop going out. Like, what's a few months of inconvenience to, getting rid of this whole thing and finding a vaccine or, whatever the case may be. Like, it's just you never know who it might affect, who it might affect, and then who they might affect. Like, someone may be asymptomatic, they may not feel anything, but they may still pass it on to their grandma, to their kids. Like,
yeah, and that's another question I want to ask you. So would that make you now? I don't know if you asked your doctor, but because you did say you tested again, right?
Yeah.
You got positive.
Yeah.
And so then, would that now make you asymptomatic?
No, because I still cough. I still have a cough right now.
Okay, but say your cough goes away.
Oh,
I mean, we don't even know if you still test positive. What?
Exactly. Yeah. So if I test again, and my cough goes away and everything, I'm good, but I still test positive, then I'm asymptomatic until the virus leaves my body.
Yeah. So then, if you come out negative, then that means you're good. You're in the clear.
Exactly. Yeah. But I know it's recommended that you test negative on 2 different occasions.
Yeah.
And then from there you're clear that you're negative.
Okay. Yeah. And so, do you plan on getting tested again anytime soon?
Yeah, probably next week.
Fancy, bro. You need to come over, dude.
Yeah.
Hurry up, you get better.
Yeah, next week I think we're gonna take another test because we took one this past Monday. This Monday?
No, I think it was.
Last Sunday.
Yeah.
We did it last Sunday and we still came out negative. I mean positive. I've heard it takes maybe around 5 weeks. That was one of our friend had it also, and it took them 5 weeks for them to get their first negative. One of my friends got it. Amaro, Bruce.
Yeah.
And he actually tested negative.
He tested negative already?
Yeah, already.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
That's what happened with the family member of mine. He got. Then like 3 weeks later or 2 weeks later, he was negative already.
Yeah.
I guess it's different with every person then.
Yeah. It could be maybe the amount of time it takes your body to make antibodies for that specific virus, or depends maybe the virus in me is stronger than someone else, since there are different strains of it. But so I'm auto tested negative already.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. You're like, fuck, dude.
Good for him, dude.
Good job, buddy.
I felt the same way. I told Alex, was like, babe, are you serious? He has negative. I mean, that's good. But
It's good, yeah.
So like, how do you feel like when it comes to like, because I'm sure there are places where that take a couple weeks off, go through the process, and but I'm sure there are places that are like, we kind of need you back at work again. Like what? Like, and then it's crazy because I feel like on the person comes a predicament of, okay, I got to make this money because of the situation we're living in now. So it's like, I got to work. But then there's also this idea of like social responsibility of, I have coworkers around me. I have customers or whatever, working. Like, could I affect them? I'm not sure if I'm negative yet. So like, what I guess be the advice you give to somebody who's in kind of the middle where it's like, I have some symptoms, I haven't gotten tested yet, but they're asking me to go to work. It's kind of like, do I go back?
So I honestly
get tested, bro.
Get tested. Like, it's not that hard, to be honest. Like, just get tested. If you have sick hours, use them. Yeah. And even then, like, certain companies should have something in place already. And there's this ability that you can use through EDD. If you have COVID. So regardless, it's a big hassle because I lost maybe 4 or 5 days of work, like a week of work. They paid me for half of that. And then they paid me for another week. But regardless, it was like, I do got to get this money to, make payments and stuff. But at least quarantine for the CDC guidelines. Like CDC guidelines, like if you feel sick or anything, don't go to work. If your boss, wants to fire you because of that, honestly, they can't fire you. Like, you have to, as long as you show proof that you have symptoms, you went to the doctor, you shouldn't, live in fear thinking like, oh, what if I don't go to work and, they fire me? Like, no,
or even that, even if you don't feel the symptoms and you're scared that you came in contact with somebody, like you should also
exactly. Yeah, like
take those precautions.
they should understand. And yeah, it may be like you have to use your PTO, like if some people receive PTO for that, but at least you're making the conscious choice, like, you know what, let me get checked first, or else, what if I infect someone else? Like, then you have to live with that, like, for the rest of life, basically, if someone dies, God forbid.
And it's funny that that brings to mind, and also if all else fails, you gotta let go, sue and get that money, baby. Get that money. but it comes to mind because I listen to other podcasts, for example, like the Joe Rogan podcast, or what are these big podcasts? A lot of celebrities come on, and I've joked to Edward and Bruce about this, where it's like, I don't like when rich people tell me what to do, or very wealthy people tell me. It's like, dude, we're in different spaces. If you're wealthy, act wealthy. If you're rich, act rich, bro. Like, it's cool. We get it. But then, because I forgot who it was. I think it was Post Malone, and I mean, just I heard the clip. Maybe I should listen to the whole thing for context, but just in the clip, the argument was like, oh, we got to live our lives, like we can't be stuck. Oh, dang, this and that, blah, 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 blah. But in my head, I'm like, okay, bro, I'm sure you live in a pretty nice house, big house, and you're struggling. Imagine for the rest of us who are, trying to manage and trying to follow the rules as well. Because then you see like stuff like, I think, what was it, Jake Paul or whatever? Like, he had a huge party at his house, at his mansion or whatever. And they interviewed him like, oh, like, you're not going to follow. He's like, honestly, I don't care. Like, I'm going to live my life. I can't. So it's like, it's stuff like that. Where I'm like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
Bro,
I guess.
Neighbors are about to have a party today. Jumper and everything.
Your neighbors?
That's why my dogs are barking right now.
Hey, man, let them dogs loose, bro. Have you plotting now?
Sick the virus, sick it.
I'm pretty sure everybody will run, but
damn, God. Bro.
Like, why?
Hey, man, well, y'all stay safe, man. Y'all wear your mask if you go outside, bro.
Yeah. And trust me, people can hear you just fine. You don't have to put your mask down to talk to anyone.
Yeah. Oh man.
You're good. 6 feet apart.
I'm gonna put a bunch of crosses and garlic on my fence.
No, do one even better. So like, you scare them. Put the crosses, but upside down.
Oh, dang, they're gonna be like, man, this guy's satanic, bro.
You're like, shit. Hey, you think we should really be having a party here, man? Because I don't know.
They're gonna sacrifice us next door, bro.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was gonna ask you something since we talked about the company. So how do you feel about?
Whose house was that?
That wasn't mine.
That was me. My bad.
Yeah, nice. I was gonna ask, how do you feel having to go back to work despite, still coming out positive?
Honestly, I'm not scared to get it again right now, just because I'm still positive.
Yeah.
But I am taking like every precaution I can. Like if one of my coworkers comes to me and wants to talk to me, like I'll stand my 6 feet. Yeah. I'm starting to wear 2 masks now instead of 1. Just for the fact that
2 masks, 1 mask. Yeah. You can put 1 mask on. He said 2, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Wear a mask.
Yeah, like dude, honestly, like someone asked me like just yesterday. It's like, oh, where'd you get that mask? This is like a K95 one or something. I put it over my regular surgical mask.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, where'd you get that mask? And I, gave her the whole spiel. And I was like, oh, but tengo dos. I have 2 of them. She's like, you have 2? Can you breathe? I'm like, do you see me talking to you? I mean, I didn't tell her that, but I was like, no, you can you breathe? I'm like, yeah, I can breathe. Like it's not that bad. Like it's a little stuffy, but you can breathe just fine.
I hate the fact that people think that it like lowers your oxygen level and all of that. I'm like,
exactly. Like, dude, I have asthma. I had it. Like, my lungs have been a little bit weaker now. Like, you think that I would be the one struggling?
Yeah. They're agreeing.
Yeah, I know. you think I'd be the one struggling with 2 masks on? But no, like I don't struggle. Like if anything, I just get tired, from standing up. But that's about it. Like I'm just fine with 2 masks. Like do I like it? No. Am I doing it for everyone else's protection? Hell yeah. Like I don't want no one to go through what I did. Like I mean through, what happened to me. It's horrible. Bad.
Yeah. And it's funny to bring that up because, and I think maybe it was an episode, it was just me and Bruce. I labeled, the ridiculous bunch, people who just refuse to just follow some guidelines. And like I said, right, if you don't like wearing the mask, if it helps, think that it's not just for you. It's really for those around you.
Exactly.
It's for those who, somebody who may have asthma, somebody who's already going through something. It's come on, dog. Just be cool. Yeah. Like just be dope. I mean,
bro, tell me why some people have their mask on, they need a sneeze, and they pull it up. That's the whole point of the mask, so that none of your germs get spread. Like, oh my.
Bro, I'm telling you, the rest of the world is laughing at us. They really
bro, I just want selection to take over, bro.
You want what?
Natural selection to just take over. Darwinism. Oh my.
But that's the thing. People like that get lucky too. So,
bro, they're
yeah. So is it gonna be Darwinism?
It's just it's luck. Dumb luck with the capital dumb.
Like look at me. I was wearing masks. I was being super careful because of my job, and I still ended up getting it. Who knows how? Do I know it was from work? Yeah, because I didn't go out at all. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I did change though. Like every time I come from work now, I basically take off my my clothes that I came from work, throw them in the hamper. I go straight to the shower. I shower, scrub down. Like it's sometimes I do hate it because I just want to come home and just lay down. But I feel maybe that was the reason why it could have happened.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't change right away. I wasn't as, sanitary when it came down to my work clothes. So, yeah, a lot of factors.
It's good that you changed that, dude. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Bruce. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, whatever, shut up.
But, it's funny to bring that up because, again, hopefully, God willing, this all kind of comes to some form of control, right? The hope or the idea, and we actually spoke recently with Mr. Cortez, right? Hopefully the habits that we develop in terms of cleanliness, hygiene, and health, we continue on after, right? I mean, that's the idea. And like, I'll see videos of like theaters having like workers sanitize all the seats and whatnot. Like, was that not happening before?
Nah, bro, that shit was not happening at all.
So it's like again, hopefully it continues. And like you said, right, we're gonna be living in a new normal. Like it's not gonna be like back in the day.
Yeah.
Which then, it brings me to the next thing. I forgot to send it, my bad, guys. But I don't know. I did mention it though that I started seeing like ads, for like, oh, back to school sale, this and that, right? But guess what? I saw one that's for Old Navy as well.
Oh yeah.
There's another one where they're like back to school and the kids like dancing. They turn around, they got a little cute mask on, and I was like, that's crazy, man. That's like it's the new normal we're living in.
Yeah.
And again, like even the idea of kids going back to school, like that's in limbo. Nobody really knows what's going on. I know a lot of them saying, oh, it's really going to be online. We'll see what happens. I know for my school, it's going to be online as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there's so much going on, bro. It's I'm going crazy, bro. I'm going crazy. Oh, there we go. But I had another question. When I rant, it loses. The question flies away. It's like, I guess you don't want to ask me. So
just go.
Just go with
it'll be back.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because I know, I think it's in Georgia that kids are already back in school.
Yeah.
So
I saw a picture of one of the schools.
The hallway?
Yeah, the hallway one.
Yeah.
Like, bro, everyone's freaking basically without a mask, and they're also cluttered. Like, how do they expect kids
that
not
they
to
suspended the student that took that picture?
Yes, that's right.
Like, why?
They suspended? Why?
Yeah.
Because they're showing the truth
for calling out the school, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, honestly.
Putting them on blast.
But
sounds like the government.
Yeah, honestly, it's funny because there was a tweet that said, "Y'all really suspended this girl for calling y'all out just to give her a free week of media attention," because she's been going like on CNN, NBC, whatever, some news stations talking about like, yeah, they suspended me. So it's like y'all just gave her more exposure. So
yeah, exactly.
whatever. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's again, it's so intense, but that itself is scary because then it gives this idea that, because we've seen it before, right? The idea of whistleblowers, people within certain environments that call people out, either, something happens or they're fired or they're put on blast or they find something to kind of discredit them. So it's scary to think that a kid, right, saying like, this is really just what it's like right now.
Yeah.
Is like, yeah, you're suspended. But, hopefully, seeing, based on the stuff I've seen from her, she seems like a rather strong individual. So I'm sure she'll be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's, again, there's a new normal, but hopefully, we get to hear more stories like yours, right? Like this is a real thing. Like I think it's perspective really changes when, because there's always reality and perspective, and sometimes they're either on the same note or they tend to clash. But yeah, like when Bruce told me about your case, right? And even with my own uncle, right, who's not even in the country right now. He left the country for a trip, and he's been out there since March. So, and he went through the whole situation as well. But I know he was, I think the term is intubated, or he was in the hospital, and the stuff he told us, like in hospitals, people like it's like a horror movie. That's what it's like. So, to Audie, what would be, one message you'd give to those.
I know, that's it.
Chill, bro. Chill.
Hey, what do you know, Lewis? What did he tell you up there, huh? What did he tell you about me?
What did he whisper to you, bro? Tell us, bro.
Be like, I'm just talking about. No, but yeah, but
Hey, Bruce, tell him you love him, dude.
hey, throw him off, dude. Throw him off. But yeah, just a piece of advice or message to those who, are kind of, because I'm sure there's still people who have doubts about whether or not the virus exists. Advice to them, and even those who are going through, the same situation that you have been going through this past couple of weeks.
Honestly, this virus is real. Like, it's not the regular flu, how people say it is. It's completely different. I've never felt this sick before. I've never felt this type of sickness before. It's even after you have it, like I can feel like there was a change in my body. I get tired quick. Sometimes at night, even though I'm tired, I can't sleep. It's just different, way different. So just do what CDC tells you, what everyone tells you. Like, wear your mask. Please try to stop going out. I know here in LA, people just love going out, but like, do it not just for yourself, but like, for your family or your next door neighbor, if you really care about them, like just, people in general. Like, even for those people that say, oh, well, this is just weeding out the weak. No, it's not about that. It's about, having compassion, having, empathy towards, other people. Like, you don't know what they're going through. Like, it might not affect you directly, but people are going through shit, honestly. So that's my main thing. Just be safe, wear your mask, and
Hey, what's that squeaking, bro?
Oh, sorry.
I didn't want to laugh.
Sorry.
That's why I was smiling while you were talking, bro. It's not because I thought what you were saying was funny or anything, It's just a little squeaking in the background.
I've been trying to take this away from Yuki because he's here.
Yeah.
Oh, so Moctezuma, this is your nephew right here. If you want to meet him.
Oh shoot!
That's a little dog.
Yes, it's like the whitest dog I've ever seen, bro. That's
that
dog.
That's him right there.
That's the little squeak.
Oh, that's what I was trying to like hold him in. That's him. I was like,
that's all he does.
Once I started cracking a smile, bro, I knew I had to clear the air. You know, I was like, hey.
my bad, dude, my bad. I didn't even realize because I had it in my hand, and I didn't realize, since I was like, talking and shit.
I thought maybe you were squeezing it, just like a sweat or something, dude.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I was like, it's really squeaky.
Like, well, that's But yeah, just fucking wear your damn mask, guys. That's all I ask.
And it's simple, wear your fucking mask.
Damn,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Wear your mask and be safe. Like that's all you have to do.
Yeah, don't be, part of the ridiculous bunch. Don't be an RB. So we said last time. Don't be an RB. Be good. Because, last episode we talked about, ridiculous. The people who refuse to, do good, feel empathy, feel compassion for those around them. Those are RBs. Ridiculous bunch. And I feel bad because I kind of called out people before, but I didn't mean it with no hate. Hey, this is how it is. But yeah, dude. But Audi, thank you, man, for coming on the show. We appreciate
one more question, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, go for it.
Just one question that Diana had that she wasn't here. Okay, what did you find most helpful to, during the time that you had all those symptoms?
Honestly, teas. Drink a lot of tea. My parents got us ginger tea. I would drink. Me and my girl would drink those at least 3 times a day. With half a lemon, which she never let me forget, and a spoonful of honey. Like literally drink that in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. And honestly, I feel like that's what really helped me out.
Liz, why are you laughing, bro?
Oh, dang it, dude. It's good. We had my friend Calvin on. He's like, we're doing good, weren't we? We're doing good.
So teas, guys, drink teas.
Yeah,
honey
teas, honestly.
And
even this is one tea that my girl found on TikTok and stuff. It had half an onion, some freaking oregano, lemon, ginger, and it was a concoction, but it tasted like shit. But I feel like it did help out, to be honest.
Yeah.
So just teas in general, just a lot of tea.
All right. Yeah, and that's I think that's the last question, bro. That's the only question. Yeah.
Oh, awesome answer. Great reaction. On how, which means, if I'm correct, very good. Means very good.
Very good too.
Very good. But thank you again, Audie, for joining us. Thank you, Bruce. Shout out to Edward for also joining us. And for those of you who are watching, hopefully take some truth from this conversation. And just like we always say, be nicer, be more compassionate, have more empathy, sympathy for those around you, for yourself, and your family and whatnot. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Scary Pool Party. Shout out to Angie Rose Music, to Zendaya, Kier Kosterman. And shout out to the warriors who are surviving out there, making it through. And to all the medical workers too, because it's like every day it seems like it just gets harder. But shout out to y'all for doing the best that you guys can for us knuckleheads and RBs who just don't listen. But it's okay. We'll get through it. Together we'll get through it. And but yeah, man, love y'all. Stay fat with PH, and God bless. We'll see y'all in the next episode.